Today is fine day in California.
Huh?
Choose.
さて一丁決めてくるか。
We don't need a rhythm for joy or
ルールに決まったぜ。All right, folks, good morning and good morning, Hordian. Hoy to you. Today is the day, as the title says, humans are too sexy to Crypto now that he has a penis to destroy all humans. But today, on the moon, we shall destroy all BLISK. Assuming, of course, that the emulator behaves and wants to be fully stable today. I really, really hope, because it worked the first time I put some new settings on it, and that didn't want to work every subsequent day thereafter. Solaris. But now we have basically 90% completion. Only 4 missions to go, with 1 odd job. All Arc Voodoo cults done. All data cores are covered. Furatech cells, that's bonus. All artifacts. 1 landing zone that's not yet on the map. All gene blends, common and otherwise, complete. Hey, thank you, Hordian. It's the Pride Demon shirt that was popular a couple years back. Do I agree with you that this game is far better than the first? I'm liking it, Hordian. And I like the writing, I like the comedy, I like some of the action in it. But I also like some of the tone and some of the action of the first game too. They definitely take different approaches. And because they're different eras, the gameplay and the writing kind of match their respective tones. The paranoia of the 50s, the psychedelic free love of the 60s. So they cannot possibly be the same kind of game, right, to go for the kind of tone they're going for. But I find it hard to say that one is inherently better than the other. There's certainly more going on in Destroy All Humans too. And I think that it's pretty good praise for both, if I'm saying that there's things I like in both, that I'm elevating them as equal games instead of one better than the other. Destroy All Humans is definitely a far shorter game, but it does some things that this one doesn't. Anyway, Pox! We gotta destroy all BLISK, Pox. We just caused the Cosmonauts and the BLISK to go to war against each other. Also, check out that sun. So what's next on the agenda? Complain about Pox's plan thus far, get reminded about the threat to Earth. Complaints first.
Okay, Pox. I've cut off the source of the BLISK's radiation, demolished the BLISK Cosmonaut Alliance, and basically provoked an all-out war around Solaris. I say it's time we take this fight to the Krabbies themselves.
I think you're right.
Oh.
Well, why in the hell?
Ooh. He agrees.
I do. And I even have an ace up our sleeve to destroy the BLISK once and for all.
Really loud annoying sound, or ask about destroying the BLISK? What is that really loud annoying sound? It's not just Guinea.
What the hell is that?
Oh no! That's the launch sequence alert! The BLISK are launching their weapon!
Alright, the weapon that could
Maybe it's not so
destroy
bad.
all humans.
Dream on! Those sadists are incapable of anything less than full-scale annihilation!
Keep calm, freak out. Freak out! Hey, Alexander Ossius. Destroy all humans, not some humans. This one is definitely destroy some humans. Crypto has no love for the humankind. They're all just stinky, dirty monkeys to him. But we need the humans because they are our source of pure Furon DNA, thanks to some Shorely Furons millennia ago. And now that this crypto clone has the full package, he rather likes some humans, if you catch my drift. Like Hordian says, there's a hot spy in this game, but he's also spent the last 10 years being very friendly with whichever humans he's not extracting brain stems from. Now the BLISK, it turns out, are another alien menace that do want to destroy all humans, because they simply... they're Martians! You know how Martians can get? Too friendly with the humans? I mean... if it gets us some mercy...
Holy crap! All this work, hours of gameplay, and you're telling me we failed?
I'm afraid so, Crypto. Once it's started, there's no way to stop it.
The humor is definitely a lot more meta in this one.
We'll never get that pure DNA back to the homeworld now. Our race will clone itself right into the genetic trash bin of history. Oh, tragedy!
Unless...
If we overload the laser guidance system, the weapon might veer off target.
Like air in a balloon!
Laser guidance system? What laser guidance system?
The dishes, Crypto. Overload the dishes.
One more time. I'm freaking out over here.
Just get over to those dishes and overload them.
Overload the dishes.
I did see one dome that had a bunch of satellite dishes in it, but they were pointed inwards.
Do the dishes, protect
Do the
Earth,
dishes,
save the
huh?
Huron DNA. Got it. Man, whatever happened to destroying all humans?
Yeah!
Let this be a lesson to you, Crypto. The best laid plans can be derailed by an unexpected case of the crabs. Now go!
Al Lo would be so happy with this game. Somewhere up in heaven, Al Lo is smiling down at us. He's also not dead. Oh, it is a stone with the satellite dishes inside. Oh, but now they're not pointed inwards, they're pointed up over... They're pointed towards the blue star.
Your way to the radar array. You'll have to find a way to shut it down. I expect you can think of something.
Ooh, he's got a space bazooka.
Scientists must be losing minds, using solar panels
Hold on,
to
hold
charge
on.
radar's energy door?
So I can't get in here, but there is... There
Whose ludicrous
is...
idea was that being?
Where do you lead, wires? Where do you lead? It occurs to me, I could probably vaporize these wires, or drop meteors on them, and much the same effect would occur as destroying the... Oh, hello, there's more of them. Okay, let's start with the ones furthest from the door and work our way in then. Cut down on the travel time at the end. Oh, that's cute. They have anti-air stuff here. That's very cute, because I don't need anti-air stuff. I don't need to come with the saucer. I just need... Meteor strike! Oh. That's a very odd cutscene. I thought that was going to show the entire door going down. But I guess it's just... Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's not use the laser tanks of the soft sphere on target! Hey, Dark Sonata. All is well today, the cats are being behaved, I got my sleep, and that's really all I want with these cat kids. Things aren't well anymore, people are getting eaten by the earth again. I don't like when the emulator fucks up like this. It makes the game too easy when the people that should be shooting me just get consumed by the moon's excess gravity. This is an emulator bug that should have been fixed back in version 1.7. I'm on version 2.2.0. Come on, PCSX2. I thought we solved this issue ages ago. The wiki says this is a fixed issue. It is all too easy. I don't think it's fun when the enemies simply don't work, because then I don't have any stress. Software mode, objects falling. Software mode during intense fighting scenes, objects that fall through the levels. High CPU usage. Workaround update to the latest nightly version. See, that was first tested on version 1.1.0. Last tested on version 1.7. That says in software mode. It was happening on my defaults too. And then I switched to software mode, and it fixed it for like a day. So what if I switch it to something else? We got automatic default. Whoops. Oh, hold on. I didn't realize that I could just... Hold on. If I just do that in the settings, is it automatically... Let me quickly do a little something on another tab. Drop the wiggle emote over there. Drop an enter. Back to this tab. Direct 3D 11, Direct 3D 12, OpenGL, Vulkan, Software, or Null. Maybe if I switch to one of these other ones, then it'll be a little bit more stable then. Content and contempt, Hordian? What about content and content? One could be content with the content as well. I do get bugs on the emulator Dark Sonata. Some games are more compatible than others, and some games do require a bit more tweaking to get the emulation just right. PlayStation emulation could be funny like that, and it used to be so much worse too. Like, the first time that I played Klonoa on stream, way ages back, like my first week of streaming, I popped onto the wiki. I did what settings the wiki said to do, and even with all that, Klonoa would make the most hellish sound known to man every time he flapped his ears, which is a lot in the game, and the water looked like static. And that was stable PlayStation emulation back in like 2019. It's improved a whole lot since then. So let me see. What if I do a different renderer? It'd be nice if the wiki said what renderers were best for this game. I don't think... Alright. Let's try some hardware rendering. See if that doesn't make the experience much smoother. The emulation is only showing me a black screen now. So let me fix that real quick. There's still people falling into the earth, but more pressingly, now the capture's just showing a black screen. That is odd. Nope, not there. No. Now, why aren't you working, Capture? Not only do I still have people falling through the ground, and tanks stacking up, failing to kill me, but now the Capture itself doesn't want to work. What if I close the game and then reopen it? Still black screen. Does OBS not capturing rendering of this type? There we go. Gotta change capture method to Windows 10 1903 and up. Alright, if it works, it works. Now let's see if this rendering and adapting mode works or not. There's only the 5 missions left, so if I gotta take some time to troubleshoot some stuff, that just gives us more stream time. That's happy us. Also, chance to see dialogue we didn't see the first time around. What's the threat to Earth again, Pox?
Hey, Pox, I'm working on a major hangover here. Tell me again why we're here at Moonbase Solaris.
I'm astonished, Crypto. Need I remind you of the plans of the BLISK?
Yeah, for those at home.
That's kind of my point.
If we don't stop them, they'll launch their mysterious weapon at Earth! Unleashing Arkvoodle knows what hell on all our virgin Furon DNA!
Oh, those plans, right.
You know, the ancient Furons are able to populate and spread their DNA all throughout the humans. Crypto was kinda the second coming of Arkvoodle, and he does have the package. If all goes to poot, couldn't he repopulate and spread some of that pure Furon DNA throughout some other species? If Crypto's an alien, why the spacesuit? If we're Earthlings, Dark Sonata, why do we need scuba gear, huh? He doesn't have space gills or space lungs. Now, the lobster BLISK. Those don't have spacesuits, so when we see the crabby, lobstery alien enemies, they're just walking around naked on the moon. So we'll chalk that up to different types of aliens having different environmental protections. We're not lobsters, that's the end of it.
Okay.
Saw that part already.
I think
Well,
I
Talk about destroying the BLISK.
guys, hurry, Pox. What is it?
What is what?
Your plan for destroying the BLISK.
The what?
You said you had an ace up your sleeve.
Brains, I can't think with that infernal noise!
Then segue to ask about the noise. Tells us to break the stuff.
Is the
Recap the mission for the funnies, accept and go. The ocean has some bullshit? It's true. I should know. I'm from the ocean. I
That
count.
energy door is blocking your way to the radar array. You'll have to find a way to shut it down. I expect you can think of something.
Okay. Meteor strike. Do I need to read their brains, or is it enough to follow the wires down and see the satellite, or the solar and blah. Okay, they're not falling into the ground, they just tripped. Tripping is okay. Not extract. Damn! Homing bazookas are no joke. I feel like I have to read somebody's mind first before Crypto gets the idea to blow up the solar farms. Xenosaga Trilogy High. I think I've only heard good things about Xenosaga. That's related to Xenogears, right?
Thank goodness we are finally using solar energy to charge the radar's energy door. So much more efficient than nuclear fission of radioactive ore. And much less expensive.
Who would have guessed that there is a free nuclear generator about 1 solar distance away from us, constantly beaming energy directly to our planet for free? Whoops, not meant to do. Let's do meteor drop. I could do without the constant cutscene to the door, though. This isn't Zelda. Marco Markovic. I get it wants to show us the blinking lights turning off one by one, but I could also see that there was a certain amount of purple blips on the horizon. When those turn off, then I know that I'm good to go. Solar is absurdly more expensive? Well, that's a good thing, Hordian. We don't have to make the sun. They've already made a sun for us, so the majority of the cost is already gone. I see 2 lights remaining, but there's only 1 more solar farm here. That should be all the door's energy then. Yep, fully off. And, despite all this action going on, nobody's falling into the Earth. I think I finally well, into the moon. The Earth of the moon. So I think I finally found a combination of settings that work for the game.
Needing to be shooting here.
Clean Snatch. Total Annihilation. I haven't played that one, Hordian. What's that one like? I like the name. The name reminds me of some of the things you can get up to in Mercenaries.
Thank goodness we are finally using solar energy to charge the radar's energy door. So much more
An
I am scientist and I
RTS.
am okay. I am working all night and sleeping all day.
I'm afraid that the majority of my RTS experience is Command and Conquer, StarCraft, Warcraft. So I haven't got too much experience outside of those main ones, sadly.
Core temperature 25%.
Okay, so I raise the temperature then?
You need to increase the intensity of those radar emissions. Perhaps if you cross the beams. Oh no, wait. That would be bad.
I'm a little fuzzy on the whole good-bad thing.
Try to imagine all life as you know it stopping instantaneously, and every molecule in your body exploding at the speed
Going
of
word
light.
for word
Total
with the
protonic
Ghostbusters script.
reversal.
Right, that's bad. Got it.
No. There's no use for it. We're just going to have to take the risk. Do it, Crypto. Cross the beams. Cross them for all you're worth.
You asked for it.
Oh, that's still shooting. Well, I guess I could just destroy everyone here. That'll simplify things.
5%.
Oh, I was gonna spare you guys, but if you want to do it the fun way. Oh, they got another one of those there. Jerks, that takes up my ammo.
Core
Woo-hoo-hoo,
temperature
woo-hoo.
70%. Core temperature 99%.
Whoops, turn it around.
We must be shutting down radar immediately, or this thing is going to be exploding any second.
Alright, as per the cutscene, we'll just pretend that they're all pointed towards the middle. And what you doing here? I thought they were parted up in the Mediterranean.
Once again, you showed unexpected pluck. You stopped my weapon launching. Pity, really. We had such glorious renovation plans for that pathetic little planet.
Planetary
But no
annihilation.
matter. You've nearly staved off the inevitable.
These
Your
titles just
guess
adding more and more
might
interesting,
not be as
Hordian.
good on-
Insult Milenkov, threaten Milenkov, intimidate Milenkov, threaten him.
Millie, I'm gonna probe you so hard, you're gonna be wearing diapers for a month.
I already take a weekly hycolonic, but thank you for the
Yes.
offer. On the other hand, I wonder, would you be so bold if you knew our devilish master plan?
Just kill him right here and now, Crypto. Insult him.
Get this through your monkey brain, Milenkov. We own that planet, and there's not a damn thing that you or your rusky pals can do about it.
Such bluster,
Excuse
such
me.
overconfidence, yet still you can't see the big picture. I wonder, would you feel so arrogant if you knew the full scope
For
of
our
our
future galactic war, battles taking place on the surface of planets and moons, constructing an offensive base and an offensive force, and conquering opponents. I was always so bad at that aspect of RTSs though as a kid. That's why if I was playing StarCraft, if I was playing multiplayer, I would lose every single time. If I was playing single player, either the basic single player campaign or me against bots, I would have to use all the cheat codes they would give me for more cash, for invincibility. Who knows? Maybe a guinea this far flung into the future actually has the brains and management to manage an RTS. It's possible, or it could just be that my brain isn't synced to it. Like, there's a reason why, even for Paradox games, I gravitate more towards Crusader Kings and Europa Universalis. Because it's easier if I could just marry people into submission and not have to worry too much about other stuff. Intimidate Milenkov.
You two-bit tin horn petty tyrant. bigger than you. You think just because you can keep a few depressed peasants in line, you can go toe-to-toe with me? I'm the king of the world! The master of disaster! The baddest dude in the whole damn town!
Better than old King Kong.
Ain't got nothing on me!
King Kong died, Cryptosporidium.
Yeah, that's why he's got nothing on us.
Wonder, would you be so sure of yourself if you knew our fiendish master plan?
He really wants to tell me about the fiendish master plan. Fine. You've been dropping not-so-subtle hints. Ask about the damn plan. I think it's pretty intimidating, Dark Sonata. What if he had like a tiny little gremlin with a gun as big as he is, making these kind of threats? Clearly, that confidence is coming from somewhere. Probably from the end of the aforementioned gun as big as he is. I'd probably take it seriously.
Jeez, you guys just gotta have your monologues, don't you? Okay, I give. What's your damn master plan? Let me guess. You and the BLISK are gonna spread those spores and enslave humanity.
Not just the same level as Silly, but even Orthopox is voiced by Zim himself.
Small minds, no imagination. It's nothing so mundane. We don't give a damn about humanity, Cryptosporidium. What we want from Earth is the same thing you want.
We?
Survival.
So the Crabbies want a new crib. What's wrong with Mars?
Mars is a desert, an acid wasteland. Your Furons saw to that. But Earth is 3/5 water. All it lacks is massive radioactivity to become a new Eden. An irradiated ocean paradise for BLISK.
But what about the Russians? Your people can't live in that.
My people? Oh, you really aren't very bright, are you? Why do you think we've waged Cold War? Encouraged the buildup of nuclear arms? Good God, what sane human would pursue such obvious suicide?
This Crypto stares straight at the camera.
BLISK warship crashes. 1917, October Revolution. Do the math. You, of all creatures, should know. Aliens walk among us.
Among us?
You're not suggesting...
Suggesting. I'm telling you. Lenin, Stalin, Khrushchev.
Trotsky?
Please, don't be ridiculous. It helped that Russian is so close to BLISKish. No coincidence, of course. The Furons aren't the only race who ever used Earth for shore-live. Face it,
Oh no.
Cryptosporidium.
How many human brain stems have been corrupted by BLISK DNA?
Of the Soviet Union is the history of BLISK on Earth. The loss of our spores is a blow, but in the end it makes no difference. Soon, Earth will be ours. No more humans, no more Furon DNA. And there's not a goddamn thing you can do about it. Lestrovia Cryptosporidium.
Now what's that for a potential for a future Destroy All Humans game? Destroy All Humans 1. We want to get the pure Furon DNA from the humans. Destroy All Humans 2, we've subsequently learned that the BLISK have also seeded BLISK DNA among the humans. Let's say a future Destroy All Humans game, where, sure, the BLISK threat has been eliminated, but there's still the fact that BLISK DNA is in humans. What would be more of a gamey thing? That eventually some weird bastardization of that human Furon BLISK stew creates a monstrosity that's kind of gonna sound a bit eugenicsy. Maybe not ethnic cleanse the BLISK human Furon mutations. What about... What else could you do with that concept? No, now this sounds bad actually, because even if I go like, oh, the Furon DNA is human in humans is too diluted, you gotta weed out the BLISK in it. That's also sounding too eugenicsy. Scrap the idea then. Scrap the idea then, it's fine. Ain't the same guy, just a similar voice. Ah. The most I know of TF2's Heavy, having never played the game, is mostly from the memes. And I couldn't quite hear that voice, sounded like medic, sandwich. We are the villain, sure. But you gotta remember that the players are humans. There's limits to the kind of devastation I should be causing. Calm zone next. Let me get some fresh ammo first, though. Spent most of my meteor drop ammo. And meteor drop ammo is kind of rare ammo. So odds are I might not even get the ammo I want from these. My understanding is that Reprobe does change some things in this game for the better. Like, don't they have it where instead of just doing random ammo, with some tragically rarer than others, it cycles through? So having just read up on Reprobe, there's some things I do like, since it's built for modern computers. The locations are much bigger, much more true to life, so San Francisco isn't just a little U-shape with nothing on it. Characters, unique characters look more diverse, and not just the same model as everyone else but with sunglasses. But reading up on it, there's also some things I don't like. Well, didn't get any of the ammo that I wanted. The grenade was too slow! Your username before Hordian was Good Abion. You misspelled. You misspelled God because your English was trash. Because of the Albion. Yeah, oh, really, Hordian? You were such a fan of this game that you were naming yourself after the locations in it. That's pretty sweet. Hordian, I didn't know that you were a major pandemic head yourself. Achoo. Okay, Hordian, so what were the odds that you were also on the Pandemic Studios forum, and that we would have interacted without knowing way back in the distant past? Okay, Pox, what's next? You never use the forums? Ah. That's alright. The Guinea from back then was the worst. Nothing, all ammo I don't need. Stuck with only one meteor strike now? Well, Pox?
Hey, Pox, what's it like being one of the floating dead?
It's quite peaceful, actually. Quiet, No noise or distractions. Certainly no violence, no wars or fighting of any kind. Frankly, it's boring the phlegm off me. I hate it! I want a new clone body!
Aww.
Ah!
I almost feel sorry for the poor guy. Almost.
We're gonna get you your body back, Pox. I mean, Crypto's got a whole bunch of clones lined up in the saucer, right? Which makes me wonder if those are preloaded clones, if he just has a bunch of pre-made ones, just like bullets in the chamber of a gun. Or if the saucer doesn't also have its own cloning capability. Who knows?
Now
But
would
we'll
be
get
a
you back,
good
Poxy.
time to tell me about that ace up your sleeve you mentioned.
Arthur's loins, I'd almost forgotten! Crypto, you're a genius! Using
Yeah, probably is cloning
Foxman,
that. It does have the
I've
gene
created a
blender after all, so why
virus that will
not?
infect and kill the BLISK.
Catchy.
Let's hope so. I've arranged for it to be delivered to the moon.
Arranged
by a
from
new
who?
courier company.
There's a courier
What's the
company that
name?
delivers to the moon.
The North American Shipping Association.
NASA.
Anyway, everyone calls them NASA. You wouldn't believe the cost of shipping to developing galaxies. I should mention, though, there have been some complications.
More info on the complications, intel about the virus first.
Give me the scoop on this virus. It's been a while since I had a flu shot.
Super retrovirus OMGWTF. It attacks the BLISK on a molecular level, causing spontaneous cellular combustion. Poof! No more BLISK.
Okay, I'll bite. What kind of complications?
The delivery men are refusing to land without clearance from their boss. A fellow called Houston. They're just hovering there waiting for orders.
I take it they want those mines in the back destroyed first?
Those orders, right?
Exactly.
Well, we are on the comm station. Recap the mission goals.
You want me to do what now?
Talk that delivery craft down to the surface.
Yeah, I'm a regular rich little. Okay, let's get contagious.
Destination, a moon. So, how do I do this? Send comm signal to the astronauts. Using that glowy circle, and that glowy circle. You love how I'm taunting the boss man? What's he gonna do about it? He's dead! Comm tower is operational. If one more machine is breaking down, it's gonna be bad times for him then. Don't you fall into the earth.
Crypto, those scientists are turning off the communication towers. If all of them aren't active, we won't... Good work, Crypto! All of the comm towers are now operational and sending the signal. Nothing must prevent that signal from being transmitted. Nothing! Do you hear me?
Okay, so keep the scientists from turning them off. Got it. This looks like a job for Gastro! Gastro and maybe my little baby boy, the Burrow Beast.
Not enough comm towers are active, Crypto. The signal isn't strong enough to reach the lander. Go, I
You killed my cosmonaut!
Okay, I thought he was stuck. He's just very, very far away.
Hey!
love how the moon also has a burrow beast. I don't think it's followed me all the way over here. But who knows, maybe it did. There's room with a saucer for little Betty here, right? Probably collision with the meteor strike. That's the thing, it's not just a meteor strike. It's anytime there's lots and lots of gunfire going on, then it'll start doing that. It was doing that long before we got the meteor strike too.
Got Earth in our window. It's a beautiful view. Sure is. Thrusters down 10%. Roger that, Commander. Apollo 21 has begun its historic descent to the surface of the moon. Okay, now, Biff, when we get outside, make sure you frame me right, just like we talked about. A lot of people are going to be watching this at home.
Oh.
Make sure we give them the
Hold
message
on.
we can.
They're destroying my lander, aren't they?
You got a problem, Aldrich?
Use your sight and be sending reinforcements.
Good.
Let me get more health, more health!
Just because you get all the attention, plum assignment. I'm the commander. Oh, right, of course. I know. Carl Livestrong, first man, great American hero.
I should get my saucer for this. Given the lunar lander is already almost dead, I think I should have got to the saucer ages ago.
You talked. I listened, as usual. Well, what do you want me to do, Biff? Somebody's got to be...
And mission failed. Lunar lander was destroyed. They had multiple tanks in multiple locations. Pox didn't brief me on that part of the mission. It was not, in fact, happening in the British area. It was happening loads in the San Francisco area. And I think I managed to hotfix it enough that it wasn't too bad of a problem. Like if I left and came back in, it would stop doing it for a while. Made some changes. And Albion, let's see, after I made the changes, Albion was pretty damn stable, so I thought it was fixed. And then it started breaking again in Takoshima, and I thought, oh, maybe it's just the map. Maybe Takoshima is less stable because it's hillier and more oceanic, so maybe there's more going on at the map that the emulator can't handle. That it kept happening in Tunguska, that it kept happening on the moon. So I think I mostly just got lucky with that second day. Okay, the saucer isn't too far away from here. Just gotta run on over to it. But now my ammo is depleted. So thanks for nothing, Pox. Where am I gonna get more... Let me get more ammo first. There's no point starting the mission right now when I haven't got the means of death production. Let's just ignore that falling through the earth. Nothing happened. Oh, my good ammo. See, they can be kind sometimes and give good ammo. Alright. More meteor drop. But now I need my burrow beast lures. Just ignore that. One burrow beast lure, got my gastro, missing one meteor strike. And for whatever reason, the alarm is very high up now. Let me take Bazooka Guy out of commission. Can't be having Bazooka Guys existing and going after me. Where's a phone around here? Do they not have phones in the comm station area? There it is.
Secret Soviet moon base Solaris.
Did you hear about the phone that worked on the moon despite the fact there's no air?
Heard this one already, Crypto. Give us a fresh one.
Secret Soviet moon base Solaris.
Is your biodome running?
We heard that one too.
This joke before.
Yeah, we both have. Come on, Crypto. Third time's a charm.
Secret Soviet moon base Solaris.
Come quick. There's some American wacko playing golf on the moon.
Be pulling other one. Secret Soviet moon base Solaris.
The Furon threat has being eliminated.
Oh, because he walked away, didn't go through. I gotta call the all clear again.
Secret Soviet moon base
Sometimes it locks
Solaris.
them in, sometimes...
Target has been destroyed.
Congratulations! I will be telling others at once.
Let me just quickly leave the area and come back in to despawn those tanks. There's also all these tanks right here, but they're part of the mission. So I wonder if I can't destroy them ahead of time. Or are those only there because we just did the mission, failed the mission, click retry mission, so they're still in existence? BLISK and Cosmonauts at war now. I could set one to protect. Protection detail. I could scan the BLISK. Okay, the tank's all gone now. I could do the mission without having to worry. Good. Do I still have the one BLISK on protection detail following me? I don't see it. Oh, know what I should do? I should get one of the bazooka guys on protect detail. That would probably make it much easier, wouldn't it? The one time I want to see bazooka guys and they're not around. The one time we see moon gravity in effect. Okay, we saw this already.
Okay.
Okay, Pox. Gotta turn these on, protect these.
We will be finding you.
There, he's got more health. Other guy's almost dead.
Crypto! Those scientists are turning off the communication towers! If all of them aren't active, we won't be able to send a strong enough signal. Good work, Crypto! All of the comm towers are now operational and sending the signal. Nothing must prevent that signal from being transmitted. Nothing! Do you hear me?
If there wasn't the risk of them turning one of the arrays off by the time I get there, and thus having to land all over again, I would take this time to go in the saucer.
Cosmonaut down! We are needing backup!
There's definitely more red guys surviving. We don't have Gaster and the Beast up. Okay, signal 98, 99. Let me go get that saucer then. Welcome back, Dark Sonata. Also,
Somebody.
did I accidentally call you Hordian earlier when you asked about the British area? Because you both have the exact same color name, so wouldn't be the first time that I accidentally called two same-colored people the wrong name. Whoop.
Got Earth in our window. It's a beautiful view.
Okay, Lunar Lander.
Thrusters down 10%. Roger that, Commander. Apollo 21 has begun its historic descent to the surface of the moon.
Unidentified flying object sighted over lunar surface.
Right, just like we talked about. A lot of people are going to be watching this at home. I want to make sure we can give them the best view we can. Yeah. I heard you the first 7 times.
There's no harm having the same color as somebody else. There's only a few colors one can pick after all, unless one has a few extensions that expand it, but then that's depending on other people having the same extension to see it.
Get all the attention, all the flow of
Accidentally calling someone by their color neighbor is something that happens at least 100 times to streamers, so it's alright.
Carl Livestrong, first man on the moon, great American hero.
You don't think I did? Okay. Maybe I thought it then. Maybe it was in my head.
You talk, Carl. You talk.
He's shooting that saucer out of space!
Well, what do you want me to do, Biff? Somebody's got to be the commander. Look, I understand how you feel. No, I don't think you do. My record as a test pilot is every bit as good as yours. I came into the program with Gemini, same as you. That's right, you did. And as for the character issue, well... Character issue?
The lunar lander is surviving so much better now that I have the saucer with me.
Oh, come on, Carl. I'm a deacon in my church. You, on the other hand... What?
Land already!
Well, you're not exactly a choir boy, Carl, now are you? The hell's that supposed to mean? It means the man chosen to represent America in the most auspicious event in the history of humankind should be a role model, not a, say it! A slut.
Wow!
Oh, now the truth comes out. I'm sorry, but it is the truth. Good Lord, every cocktail lounge hooker in Cocoa Beach has your phone number. Unbelievable.
But it's the 60s, I thought it's okay if it's men.
Please, Carl, and everybody knows it.
Also, this,
Holier than thou proved with emergent symptoms of religious mania. That should be the first American on the moon. Is that what you're saying?
okay, they specified first American, because I was gonna say, if the argument's gonna be the who's the first man on the moon,
Huh?
there's a lot of firsts that I'm burning up here.
Shut up and give me the goddamn flag. Houston, Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed.
Is he gonna see the wreckage of Russian tanks and burning Russians flying around?
That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. That's it? What?
Yeah,
One
that's it.
small step for man, one giant leap for mankind? 7 months and that's the best you can come up with?
What, he wanted to make a whole speech.
No, I didn't like it. It's crap. Where'd you find it, on a cereal box? I thought it sounded profound. Profound? You wouldn't know profound if it hit you over the head with a Camus novel. You think Merv Griffin's a deep thinker. Listen, mister, I'm getting a little tired of your lip. Oh yeah, Commander Big Shot? What are you gonna do about it?
He's gonna pull your helmet off.
This mission, that's what. Sorry, Houston, but I can't work another second with this jackass. Get in the car. Get in the car. Moron. Putz.
We are turning this car around right now, young man. The 2 landing zones seem equidistant enough. And now that I got my astronauts here, now no one can use the communication arrays! No more calling back to Moscow! Comp signal could... They landed! The virus has already been dropped off! Come on, Pox, let me have my fun! Let me have my fun, Poxy! Poxy! Alert down, but it's not nice enough to give my ammo back. Which means time to find more ammo again. There, that's all I needed. Alright, Pox, 3rd time's the charm.
This is being our astrostar.
1, 2, 3.
Good work, Crypto! All of the comm towers are now operational and sending the signal. Nothing must
Okay, Gastro. Help me out here, Gastro.
transmitted. Nothing! Do you hear me?
And then let's get the Burrow Beast in here to help me out. So all I gotta do is worry about the scientists. %. 74, 75. Okay, the percents go up really fast, and these 2 guys are only at the front, so let me go get my saucer now.
Yeah, somebody. Okay, old Drake. Houston's ready for us to start our descent. Roger that, Livestrong. Houston, this is Eagle. Beginning final descent. We've got Earth in our window. It's a beautiful view. It sure is. Thrusters down 10%.
I'll come back for you later, Antennae.
Apollo 21 has begun its historic descent to the surface of the moon. Okay, Now,
UFO sighted.
get outside.
Were you seeing
make sure
that?
you frame me right, just like we talked about. A lot of people going to be watching this at home. We want to make sure we can give them the best view we can. Yeah. I heard you the first 7 times. You got a problem, Aldrich? Me? Problem? Good. Why would I have a problem? Just because you get all the attention, all the plum assignments. I'm the commander, Biff. Oh, right, of course. I know. Carl Livestrong, first man on the moon, great American hero. Me? I'm just a pilot.
So many Discord updates in the last couple of weeks, and they can't figure out how to make automatic streamer mode automatic again.
I listen, as usual.
You would think there might be a fix for that, but the only new things I've seen each Discord update has been new ways to spend money instead.
My record as a test pilot is every bit as good as yours. I came into the program with Gemini, same as you. That's right, you did. And as for the character issue, well... Character issue? You know what I'm talking about. No, Biff, I'm not sure I do. Oh, come on, Carl. I'm a deacon in my church. You, on the other hand... What? Well, you're
Given the
not
double
exactly
standard, I'm
Carl.
surprised that the whole moral issue was simply that the other guy is just a bit of a stud. I would have thought that given the era, he might be inappropriate because he's part of the homosexual underground.
Should be a role model, not say it. A slut. Oh, now the truth comes out. I'm sorry, but it is the truth. Good Lord, every cocktail lounge hooker in Cocoa Beach has your phone number.
Yeah, but we call that a stud when it's guys, right? That's how the double standard works. That makes him a more virile candidate and a role model for the little boys.
Oh, but a stuck-up holier-than-thou prude with emergent symptoms of religious mania, that should be the first American on the moon, is that what you're saying? Well, which one do you think looks better on television? Huh?
I mean... Hold on. James Bond films. Dr. No in 1962. From Russia with Love, 1963. Goldfinger, 1964. Thunderball, 1965. You Only Live Twice, 1967. On Her Majesty's Secret Service, 1969. I think that tells me exactly which one is better for television.
Give me the goddamn flag.
Okay, we've seen it. Get out of here. If they won't let me destroy the comms towers long after we don't need the comms towers anymore, then the rest of this area gets my ire. Quantum deconstructor time. And the incautious splash damage ends up taking down one of the antennas anyway. Suck him up, suck him up, suck him up, suck him up! I don't need the gene blending anymore, but let's claim that this is getting more pure Furon DNA. And because they're Russians with a bit of BLISK in it. How did you survive? I should be careful because there's a little bit of splash to it. Oh well. Didn't drop down the central dome though. Maybe the domes are just too architecturally sound. But I don't need you. You can fall down all I want. Shoot. Okay. I thought that they were stuck in the ground, but that guy was running. The guy got up after all. If they were stuck in the ground, they wouldn't get up. They would just be... They'd be eaten. It'd be the man-eating grass jokes from the forum all over again. The man-eating grass jokes were more about when you try to land a helicopter in Mercenaries, and the terrain might just break your helicopter. Here, it's literal. Here, the ground really does eat people. But we got some new settings at work, so hopefully that all is minimized. From what I've read in the reprobe, you can't just free love one person and call it good. You have to free love as many people as the current alert level requires, and then, once you have satisfied the amount, then they'll do the dance party. Now, I don't really vibe with that. I like how it works here, because you still gotta be strategic about it. One, you gotta be strategic about it, since higher tier enemies will take longer to free love. You gotta grind out the gene blending to be able to free love certain people quickly. So you can't just rush in, grab the person shooting at you and you're done. You might have to either dance around for a bit while they're shooting at you until they start doing the dance party, or find someone who's a bit easier while still getting shot at. And two, Crypto was very fragile. He gets shot at enough, so having to free love 4 or 5 people while the guns are going off around me kind of takes away one of my tactical tools.
Moonbase Solaris is being okay, I am guessing. Now Moonbase Alpha. Oh, that was being Moonbase. Maya, Helena, Commander Koenig. What a bunch of swell товарищи.
What do you say there, Subarashi? Tavarashi? Wake up in the rubble. He's fine. Okay, but now that mission is over. Now that mission is over. Ah, knock them all down. They'll never be able to communicate with Earth again.
That was being no space shuttle.
Was that so much to ask for? I know it was the same mission, but that mission was done. I'm allowed to have my fun. Oops. 6 of 6 for the quantum deconstructor. So where's next? The BLISK base. I can make the missiles dance. Aww, lost my dance partner. That's sapping quite a bit of my hull. Okay, who's got some more tanks? Some more tanks to heal me up. You. Come here, Rob. That's a lot of dudes all at once. Thanks for the help! Like how the saucer changes a bit based on my weapon. Now this is some pretty BLISK heavy territory here. So who wants to talk to me out in the open, in the middle of BLISK land? I gotta be close enough for it to load in, but not so close it's shooting at me. You see, these BLISK have managed to put some irradiated waters on the moon. They don't need the Earth. They got a good thing going here, this is all they need. Plus puts them on an easier target for me. So how am I looking on ammo? 187, no Burrow Beast, no Gastro. Maybe I should harvest some more ammo first. That'd be a smart thing to do. Where has lots and lots of props to destroy. The mining site has loads. Just gotta go all the way to the opposite end of this side of the moon. But hey, that's fine by me. I could take out some more of these BLISK turrets before I come back. So if I do gotta go by air... What's that cosmonaut doing here? Ah, right, the BLISK and Cosmonaut Civil War. They've taken their fight all the way to the BLISK base. They must reclaim their vodka. There's the other one. Thought there was one around there. Saw the lasers. There. But see, I don't see why Pox is hyping up the BLISK so much. Like, oh, they're so mighty. We need... Without the discontinued Theron nuclear technology, we cannot possibly hurt the BLISK. I've killed so many, and this heat ray just melts everything BLISK or human. We got nothing to worry about. More laser tanks. Okay, let me not be down there then. The anti-air tanks I don't care about too much, but the laser tanks, they actually care that I'm down here.
Where is moon? There is moon. Everywhere is moon, moon, moon.
Secret Soviet moon base Solaris.
Yeah, I ordered a pizza like 7 million years ago.
He's being on the way, comrade. Driver is just leaving.
Typical excuse.
Secret Soviet moon base Solaris.
The Furon threat has being eliminated.
Hooray! Surviving for all!
They keep falling for it. How many times has a Furon threat been eliminated? Now give me more of that good stuff.
Cosmonaut down! We are needing backup!
Tragic thing is, I do put more of those cosmonauts here. Making me spend my ammo, making me break props that could be giving me more ammo. What I need is at least Gastro. And at least some Bureau Beast.
How can I be concentrating?
Got all those, got all those. Give me something new, give me something good. I'm even maxed on Ion Detonator. I don't need Ion Detonator. Crypto, if you're the one mentally transmogrifying these into useful ammo, can't you decide which ammo it becomes? I'd like to think that I fixed the ground opens up and eats people bug, but the game is still prone to periodic crashing. Well, not the game, the entire emulator itself. The autosave is nice and saves after missions and stuff. So that's alright. But one, all the BLISK stuff that I destroyed are no longer destroyed, and two, the ammo that I just spent time getting back. Wait, hold on. Gastro 1, Burrow Beast 1. Okay. Okay. I thought that because I still had my Gastro ammo, that I had to redo the entire calm zone mission with getting the virus again. Don't scare me like that, game. Gastro. Two Gastro when it can only carry a max of one. But no burrow beasts. I'm pretty sure I'm maxed on the meteor drop 2 now. Oh well. 2 Burrow Beast, 1 Gastro, Meteor Strike, maxed. Max. Got 19 Fearotech cells. Might as well bump up the anti-grav. 30 seconds of anti-grav if I do care to use it. I was never here. Pop into existence so I can destroy you! PlayStation 2 load distances.
Unidentified flying object sighted over lunar surface.
Yeah, but I'm destroying BLISK stuff, so it's okay, we're on the same side here, drop the alarms. It's fine, comrade, I'm helping you out. And blowing up some other cosmonauts up here, but that's just collateral damage, right? That's what they say these days? Oh, get back here, Rover, get back here, I need the help! They think they could escape my death ray. Do you think the BLISK recognize what Fearon landing sites look like? Alright, next mission. To go across the bridge or just fly across? I do have more range of this jetpack, but it's watery death below. Natalia, this time, I do realize that you are elbow deep in BLISK territory, right? We just rescued you from the BLISK once before.
Goldie, how am I glad to see you. You won't believe it. The BLISK are...
Planning to kill humanity and turn Earth into an irradiated water world? I know.
She said Waterworld!
Well, the good news is Pox has...
Concocted a virus which will cause the BLISK to spontaneously combust? I know.
Damn, her intel is good.
How'd you know?
I'm a spy. It's what I do.
Okay, well, so what are we gonna do?
We're going to bring these Flolachi to their knees, that's what. I'll release the virus. You just keep those crabbies off me while I do it.
They're not touching a hair on your pretty little head, dollface. Trust me.
It's gonna be another escort mission.
I told you, I'm allergic to shellfish. But one way or another, Tovarish, this base is coming down hard.
I am so turned on right now.
Let's say I release the virus and simply blow everything else up around me.
I gotta ask you, Nat, how do you get into that suit?
Shoehorns and Vaseline, baby.
Rawr.
Shoehorns.
If that's a pickup line, we're a match made in heaven. So what do we know about this BLISK base exactly?
We know it's split into two domed sections, and it's swarming with BLISK warriors. Very unfriendly. Also, the entire base is organic, alive, and much of it radioactive.
That's a giant sea urchin. Very
Well,
cool. Very
Yes,
delicious.
If it was easy, everybody'd be doing it, huh? Hey, it's only the fate of our species, right? We can do this. I'm ready. Are you ready?
Da, comrade. I'm ready. And spaceman? Good hunting.
I want to bring my saucer and blow things up around her, but if we're going inside there, then I probably can't bring the saucer with
Wait,
me.
one more time.
I'll release the virus. You keep those crabbies off me. Capiche?
Capiche? Rock and roll!
Rock and stone.
Holly!
This might shake.
Is she being held back by the virus just hovering around her? Yeah, she was. It can't infect her either. Oh boy. Time for Gastro.
I ain't afraid of you, monkey.
They go down so easily when Gastro's around.
You messing with the wrong hoorah now.
See, this way Gastro could do the part of the escort mission for me. And more Gastro ammo! Where's Gastro? He expire?
Beat scrubbing Commander Fox and Gus. Now you're going and made me mad.
They're
Show
being very
yourself.
kind, giving more Gastro ammo in this mission. Normally he's slightly rare.
Go, go, Gastro! You want some of this?
They're all boss-like, and he's just... No, he's gone!
I can't figure out the lives of me what it is the BLISK were trying to protect in here.
Those tentacles are blocking our path.
I'll get to it. I just need a second BLISK. I didn't mean to shoot another one out so early. There we go. Blast them open? Oh no, they want me to destroy these things. Okay. Or do I side them off? Gastro, you're kind of in my way right now, buddy. There's no interaction on these. Maybe I should ion detonator them. Huh. Don't tell me I go into the radiation to find the right gems to push into there.
Crypto! The pods in this base are literally throbbing with life!
That's all radiation can go
Use them
into.
as a sort of autonomic neuromuscular system to regulate and govern essential base operations. They're exquisitely sensitive to stimuli. Almost as if they have...
Stimuli, you say?
Did you see that, Crypto? By stimulating that pod to a climactic level, you
Climactic
release this neuromuscular tension.
stimulation, huh?
Reducing your tentacles to infinitesimal impotence. Do it again.
Maybe it's color-based stimulation, because they're all different colors, aren't they?
That's it, Crypto. Oh, yes! It's so good! We're almost there!
Somewhere up in heaven, Ao Lo sheds a single happy tear.
Oh, Crypto! That was incredible! I had no idea you had it in you.
Who would have guessed that little Cryptosporidium was a modern-day Larry Laffer? Thought I saw something there. Quit falling to the floor! That's my ammo you're getting rid of! Okay, bunch of dudes, so Gastro, you're up again.
Somebody need an answer. You messing with the wrong hoorah now.
I need more shield, or that could pop up for me again. It takes so long to get my shields back. I feel like it's longer than the first game.
This must be the BLISK hive! Well, Crypto, time for a little deconstruction. Why don't you start by taking out those support columns?
These columns?
Nighty night, you son of a BLISK!
Well, Natalia's doing a pretty good job of it herself. Ooh! Hey Gastro, you're back up!
One down. Nice work, Tovarish. Onward and upward.
You want some of this? Bam! I ain't afraid.
It's front Gastro. Oh, no! Radiation! I gotta stay on the road.
You want some of this? Bam!
Oh, giant eggs.
Radioactive rocks. This is
Oh,
all
rocks.
we need. Do me a...
I got more Gastro though, that's
favor
okay.
and take care of...
Gastroenteritis 999. Yes, sir.
Another one bites the dust. Keep on with the trucking!
Go, go, Gastro!
Mines. And me without a jetpack. Show me what you've got, big boy.
Are those supposed to be mines? I thought they were
Another one
just...
bites the dust. Keep on with the trucking!
I thought they were just spore pods. Okay, now I know that Gastro's explosion could hurt me too. I was pretty close to some prior ones, but didn't realize that they could also hurt. They seemed fair the last time. Let's bring a burrow beast in.
Somebody needed help. How you doing? It made me mad.
And that's how we do things in Irkutsk.
You messing with the wrong run now.
I love how the burrow beast could just instantly eliminate the big ones too. Now, Discord doesn't know how to do automatic streamer mode anymore, so let me take a second to manually enable it for them. Since I'm sure people don't want to impotently check their Discord every time a boyfriend wants to say hello.
Another one bites the dust. Keep on with the trucking!
Oh! Got a second one around here too. Well, that's okay, they're old news now. Unless there's another one up ahead. Unless there's more up ahead. Gastro, get back in!
Pass the gas. And I don't mean your anal probe, although
Wow.
I bet that's an issue. See if you can find a way to turn off those jets.
Benny and the Jets. Maybe I could drop rocks on where the jets come out of. Nope, it's not physics. Did I break them? Ooh, it doesn't look like it's break them. And I don't think I could just put rocks on them. Could I put corpses? Corpses are pretty big. Would that block it? Don't tell me that it's just constantly spawning more of them. Give her a break while we wait. Oh, I thought they were off.
Crypto,
Oh, they're good.
you'll have to find a way to overload the gas generators.
Overload the gas generator, huh? With the anal probe! Could I use the anal probe to overload it? Oh. I think I want a rock to go in there. I gotta bring a rock through all these. That's the name of the game. Natalia, can't you do what I'm doing and just wait for the gas and go between cycles? I'm just gonna run through it. Jump, no! Come on! Get up, get up, get up! It would be too easy, but too easy is just another word for fun. I need my gastro back. Who's got my gastro ammo? I thought he was gonna die there. Also, these rocks respawn. How cool is that? In case you destroyed some, I guess. The rocks are also organic BLISK technology. These are their eggs after all. Okay, that's enough eggs. When he fell down on the ground from the explosion, I guess, happening next to him, knocking him off the sky, I thought for sure I was gonna die right then and there. Just a bunch of little guys. Little guys are instantly fixed by anal probe. And if they're gonna give me loads of anal probe ammo, I might as well.
You're not too bright, are you? I like that in a villain.
Okay, there's a big guy. Let's do more Burrow Beast. Can I PK him? Don't have to. They're giving me plenty of Meteor Strike, but not... I want lures! Oop, oop, oop. Hold on.
Almost there, Crypto. Finish them!
Oh, was that it? That was the last of them! So, about releasing the virus, we're deep in their hive. That was more shooting at structural supports than releasing the virus. Oh, how sweet. They're doing the romantic Wally thing. Nothing says romance like destroying a couple of giant space sea urchins.
We've done it, comrade.
We sure did, Dollface.
We saved the Earth.
We killed the BLISK.
I am pleased to have helped you vanquish your foes.
Hey, you know, after a while, that big blue mudball starts to grow on ya. I mean, at first you think it's a boil, but...
It's all right, Crypto. You don't have to pretend. I know how you feel about humans.
Well, not all humans.
No! Just as they were gonna kiss! Shot right in the booty! And it was a cutscene bullet too, so you know it's real.
Pay for that, you son of a bitch!
I wasn't paying attention to the number of missions. This is gonna be like final climactic boss fight. Ew. His squiddly spooch has a face. Milenkov. Okay. If we're gonna face boss man Milenkov. Come on, mission goals. Moon base complete. 5 out of 6 missions and 1 more odd job. Is this gonna count as mission number 6, or is this beat Milenkov, then do one thing afterwards and then one? Oh, don't get stuck in the geometry. Okay, Gastro, help me out here.
Brains! Milenkov must have a recharging unit somewhere on his body! But where? Damn you, BLISK Anatomy 101!
Damn!
Of course, Crypto! Milenkov's recharging unit is his armor. Take out those plates and he'll become vulnerable and also naked.
Get him naked, got it. Also, if he could not get rid of all of my shields so easily. Now, if I want to destroy all his plates, surely 5 meteor strikes should be enough. The position of those spires is blocking the meteors. The jerk! Okay, Gastro, get back in here. Go, Gastro!
I'm about to open up a can of whoopee. Beat scrubbing Commander Box just that's the damn. Oh, look at this. Bam! If you mess with the bomb, you run down. Bam! Wait, you monkey. How you gonna take it back? Go, Gastro!
Oh, he's almost dead. That was it. That was it. Aww. Easy, Milenkov. Also, he's not naked in the cutscene anymore. I was hoping that we would have something on par with the Kojira fights.
What in the galaxy's going on out there?
Sorry, Poxy. Just working on a little science project.
What brain in the jar is that over there?
You're finally showing an interest.
There's a brain in the jar next to him.
Make an excellent scientist if only you were properly motivated. What is it? Physics?
I'm worried about
Biology?
what's under the blanket.
A little of... Wait a minute. I'm detecting residual heat from the cloning lab. Crypto!
He does have a cloning lab on the saucer.
Listen, you little pustule. If anyone's getting a new clone around here, it had better be me.
Who was that? Karitushka?
Telemarketer. Nothing to worry your sexy little head about.
Whatever you say, my insatiable alien love czar.
Damn, crypto slay.
When you're ready for re-entry.
I made a few adjustments.
Oh. Well, that was it. That was ending. Wait, so is that mission 6 out of 6 then? Wow. I didn't realize that it was going to come up that quickly. And so much for... You can't clone yourself back to life the way I can. I don't want you to be a dead monkey. So remember, that's the little adjustments he was talking about, right? Little adjustments to the cloning lab to make sure that humans could be cloned too? But yeah, those last few missions came through really quick. I could have possibly finished that yesterday maybe then. Two hours, so assuming that I didn't end up having to redo a couple of missions or scrounge around for ammo as much. What if the reason they didn't end it with a big Kojira Part 2 fight? Like, wouldn't have to be Kojira, but you know, something massive to fight. They had the mech in the previous game, so can't really repeat it too much. The Mecha President. So all we get is BLISK, Mutant Soviet Premier. Honestly, he kind of felt like an afterthought to running through the BLISK bases. And that's fine. I'm perfectly fine with the base itself being the final boss, and the final boss himself being a cherry on the cake. He went down quick, but he was also pretty hard hitting. Tore through my own armor a bit too much too quick once. Lovers of sci-fi. Special thanks to Ark Voodle the Sacred Crotch. Steve Blum is in this also. So if I didn't have Gastro doing half the fight for me... See, Gastro is a true MVP. If they sent Gastro instead of Crypto in the first game, then Earth would have been taken over far more quickly and would have been a smoldering wreck. But like I said to Hordian when he asked earlier, destroy all humans too? I have to say, I like it. Now, I don't think I could say that it's better than Destroy All Humans 1, or even that Destroy All Humans 1 is better than Destroy All Humans 2. This is a rare situation where I think that the first game and the sequel are actually equals in their own way, since they do things a little bit differently between them. New movie unlocked in the archive. Okay, so there was something for completing all the Alien archives. It's just not until the very, very end of the game. 6 out of 6 complete. I lost count. Now where's the landing zone? There's one more landing zone to do too. Credits, closing movie, the animatic for the closing movie. Aww. There's no more B movies attached to it. The full version of Teenagers from Outer Space is the only one we get in the first game. Out of the galleries. Jukebox. Also, I found out why I couldn't quite find the idling music anywhere. Not in the OST, not in the archives jukebox. It turns out, thanks to Twitch muting a segment of the VOD yesterday, that the idle music, when it goes all grayscale and whatnot, Summer Samba by Walter Wanderley? Actual music from the actual era, so... Turns out DMCA is not too happy with that. The last remaining Ark Voodle is here, in the middle of the BLISK base, that has now been ruptured open. What you need, Ark Voodle?
The winter was harsh. My sacred inner fluids are still frozen solid. Melt the obstruction with thy superheated plasma.
That's it.
Ah, the benevolent warmth of a loving god. Accept this landing beacon in magnanimous thanks.
Let's draw back. Got my meteor drops back. Need one more Burrow Beast. And 100 more Disintegrator Ray, but Disintegrator Ray is super common. Except now it's giving me everything but. Why can't it be this generous with the rare ammo more often? It's because of the boss arena, right? It's because it's boss arena, so it's giving me more of the superior ammo, is that it? That's my disintegrator ray ammo. And now that's everything topped up except not even the Burrow Beast. Cool! Maximum ammo! But now that we've destroyed the BLISK bases, there isn't really much anything to do here though, is there? Giant crater is definitely a lot more simplified than how these bases used to look. So how's the other BLISK base look now in this post-BLISK world? Could I jetpack out of here, or is a Okay, I can jetpack out of here. For a second, I was thinking the reason they give you the landing zone there is because it's the only way out. But nah, we got this. We got jetpack. At least this one gets a crater. The other one looks completely flattened. And to think it gave me such trouble with the gas having to go around it all. And now it's just dead. And there's still BLISK around! Oh, even the cosmonauts are over here. The little civil war is ongoing. Cosmonaut Base has a final odd job of the game, and thus the final thing to do. Outside of just collecting all the Furotech cells, which is just, it's basically money. Some of the gas things have still survived. Does that mean there's a little bit of the core of the sea urchin still alive? You know, since we've been going back and forth between the games a lot, the still nailed the endings a lot better than any of the Just Cause games I've played so far. One day I'll get over it. Alert level 1 for getting into my saucer. Normally fair, but this is in the burnt out husk in the crater that was left behind in the BLISK's base. There's no cosmonaut around to see. Why is it level 2 now? No one sees me! Literally nobody's around! I like how the little cosmonaut BLISK Civil War knocked down that central apparatus and a few of these other adjacent things on their own without me having to be involved in it. Kind of proud of them. They're doing so much destruction to themselves by themselves. Don't mind me getting my dusty boot prints all over your dome. Somebody's gotta come out here with the hose, you know. With a bit of Windex, with a rag. So who is going to be? Red Cosmonaut? So probably want to be dressed as one of his contemporaries. Unless he's chilled and speaks to any cosmonaut. Any post-game thoughts to read?
Commando is being even better in low gravity.
There's one problem with this airlock. There's only one side to the airlock, there's only one door. So, open door. And the entirety of the habitat gets shooked out into space. So maybe that's why they're all wearing their cosmonaut suits inside too. Hope. Cataclysmic explosion destroyed the BLISK. Russian people may yet be free. General mood nervous.
We are needing help here.
What do you mean, help? I killed all the crabbies, didn't I? What the hell else do you want?
We are needing
Not all
one
the crabbies.
last favor, Ski. We are liking to make sure they are gone once and for all.
Once and for all, they're gone. Kaput, deceased.
I wish. No, they're not.
They are ex-BLISK.
Save us, comrade.
If I save them, then will the Russians let me be their leader?
City of Sector 13. We are BLISK, transmitting emergency signal to any receiving ships. Mayday.
Receiving ships? There's more than one. They got to the moon somehow. That.
Down in firefight on moon of Sol 3. Few BLISK units still remain. Most have been slaughtered. Our only hope is rescue.
Like I said, there's no way that warship was our only ship.
Approach with caution. Genocidal nemesis lurking. The signal will repeat.
There may not be any BLISK left in the universe, but it's bad for our street cred to have something like that emanating from Furon territory. Change that signal, Crypto. Something a little easier on the ears, eh? A little Montsavani would be nice.
Radar dish. On the other hand, Pox. Furon High Command. Furon High Command did not take us seriously when we sent a message out ourselves. So maybe if we had this BLISK message going out, they might realize, oh snap, there is something to this Earth after all.
Down in firefight on moon of Sol 3. Few BLISK units still remain. Most have been slaughtered. Our only hope is rescue. Approach with caution. Genocidal nemesis lurking. The signal will repeat.
And now we have to hear that for the entirety of our approach. Maybe I should take the saucer. Take the saucer, and whatever I find, just blah 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 blah. Quantum deconstruct it from orbit.
Most have been slaughtered. Our only hope is rescue.
Man, how much does it say about the working relationship? That Crypto apparently has a working cloning station in his saucer, and has chosen to resurrect Natalia, who isn't even Furon, while Pox is still a digital head.
Attention.
19. Let's max out the anti-grav. All the important things I like are maxed out and some that I don't. The only things not maxed out now are Zap-O-Matic, Dislocator, and the Anal Probe, which just needs more ammo. Capacity to 9 for the Anal Probe. Ammo capacity to 3 or 4 for the Dislocator. And the Zap-O-Matic at all.
We are pinned down in firefight on Moon of Sol 3. Few BLISK units still remain. Most have been slaughtered. Our only hope is rescue. Approach with caution. Genocidal nemesis lurking. The signal will repeat.
Oh, they're inside the dome, so I can't just knock it down with this.
Attention. Any sentient beings in the vicinity of Sector 13. We are... BLISK. Transmitting emergency signal to any receiving ships. Mayday. Mayday. We are pinned down in firefight on Moon of Sol 3. Few BLISK units...
The domes are too architecturally sound, I can't destroy them.
Genocidal nemesis lurking. Signal will repeat.
UFO sighted! Were you seeing that?
How sad is it that the humans, with their tanks and bazookas, are more of a threat to me than the BLISK are? That's kind of embarrassing, Lobster Man.
We are pinned down in firefight on Moon of Sol 3. Few BLISK units still remain. Most have been slaughtered. Our only hope is rescue. Approach with caution. Genocidal nemesis lurking.
Oh.
Signal will repeat.
Destroy BLISK at the rate. You know what? You know what? You know what? Now I'll bring my saucer then. I just had to approach on foot and see that they were there. I couldn't see them from above.
Beings in the vicinity of Sector 13. We are BLISK. Transmitting emergency signal to any receiving ships.
Should I wipe them out from the air, which would be super, super easy? Or should we do Gastro, Burrow Beast? You know what? Yeah, just do it by air. Let's give Gastro and the Burrow Beast a bit of a break. I wanted to wipe them out from above after all. I know they're there, but I can't see them.
Attention. Any sentient beings in the vicinity of Sector 13. We are BLISK. Transmitting emergency signal to any
Opening volley.
Mayday. Mayday.
Yeah, see, they just aren't on the map if I'm in the air.
Fight on Moon of Sol 3. Few BLISK units still remain. Most have been slaughtered. Our only hope is rescue. Approach with caution. Genocidal nemesis lurking. The signal will repeat.
They've guaranteed that I have to fight them on foot by making them invisible from the air. Plenty of other odd jobs allow me to do it by saucer. Like all those times I had to destroy the Yakuza and then destroy the Yakuza again. But that's okay, I got my backup. I got my crew with me.
We are pinned down in firefight on Moon of Sol 3. Few BLISK units still remain. Most have been slaughtered. Our only hope is rescue.
Let's go, Gastro.
Approach with caution. Genocidal nemesis lurking. The signal will repeat.
Once the shield is down, they go down so fast.
Attention. Any sentient beings in the vicinity of Sector 13. We are BLISK. Transmitting emergency
I'm just gonna carry this around. That'll be my involvement with this fight.
Few Blisk units still remain. Most have been slaughtered. Our only hope is rescue.
Betsy is gonna eat so good now.
Approach with caution. Genocidal nemesis lurking. Signal will repeat.
Took her a while. Maybe that one was too stinky.
Attention. Any sentient beings in the vicinity of Sector 13. We are BLISK. Transmitting emergency signal to any receiving ships. Mayday. Mayday. We have pinned down and firefight on Moon of Sol 3.
Isn't it cute how they grab at its muzzle trying to stop it, but there's no stopping it?
Approach with caution. Genocidal nemesis lurking. The signal will repeat.
You felt naked, changing your name from purple to green Hordian.
For BLISK.
The purple is a nice color. Plus, it fits the whole Twitch aesthetic. If that guy could attack from outside, can my Burrow Beast attack it?
Transmitting emergency signal to any receiving ship. Mayday.
Yeah. Inside, outside doesn't matter if they're nearby. If they're nearby.
Sol 3. Few Blisk units still remain. Most have been slaughtered. Our only hope is rescue. Approach with caution. Genocidal nemesis lurking. The signal will repeat.
Oh, somebody else back here? Hey! Saves me the effort of hunting them down.
Any sentient beings in the vicinity of Sector 13. We are BLISK.
I'm pretty sure that's it for the outside blitz. No, there's one more.
Ships. Mayday. Mayday.
I'll handle this one myself. The old-fashioned way.
We are pinned down in firefight on Moon of Sol 3. Few Blisk units still remain. Most have been slaughtered. Our only hope is rescue.
Oh, let's survive my meteor blast!
Approach with caution. Genocidal nemesis lurking. The signal will repeat.
Fine, I'll kill one myself. 5 more to go and they should all be inside.
Attention. Any sentient beings in the vicinity of Sector 13. We are BLISK. Transmitting emergency.
These could probably
signal to any receiving
disable my guns from the inside too, given their proximity.
We are pinned down in firefight on Moon of Sol 3. Few Blisk units still remain. Most have been slaughtered. Our only hope is rescue.
Look at that. I could destroy the outside props, but I can't destroy this dome or any of the tunnels leading into it.
The signal will repeat.
Let BLISK just say come out. How about they come out? I'm the one outside, they're the ones in.
Vicinity of Sector 13. We are BLISK. Transmitting emergency signal to any receiving ships. Mayday. Mayday. We are pinned down in firefight on Moon of Sol 3. Few Blisk units still remain.
Boom. And boom.
Our only hope is approach with caution. Genocidal nemesis lurking. The signal will repeat.
They stand no chance against him. Gastro is too supreme.
Attention. Any sentient beings in the vicinity of Sector 13.
Who's gonna get it first? The Burrow Beast or Gastro? Who's got dibs? It's a double kill.
We are pinned down in firefight on Moon of Sol 3. Few Blisk units still remain. Most have been slaughtered. Our only hope is rescue. Approach with caution.
Are there gonna be more BLISK coming in when I turn these signals off?
Signal will repeat.
Now, to change the signal to something that will inspire terror in those who seek to oppose us. Oh, who am I kidding? We're always terrifying! Anyway, knock yourself out, but make it good.
Deception, taunt, or warning? Let's do a taunt.
This is your starship captain speaking. Please keep all limbs and appendages safely within the spacecraft as you're catapulted the hell away from this territory of the Furon Empire. Have a nice day.
Rotate to face the moon base. Okay, which way is the moon base? The cosmonaut base? The BLISK base is destroyed. It says 0 of 4, right? So if I point 1 in the right direction, then that'll tell me where the correct way is. Okay, I'll point it out that way. So yeah, I guess towards the cosmonaut base. Are these all oriented in such a way that I have to press the button the maximum number of times? They are.
You'll need to head for the mines.
The mines now. Investigate the mines. Normally the bow chicka wow wow is for sexy talk. What's so sexy about you have to head for the mines? Or maybe Orthopox is just listening to music and didn't realize his mic was still on. Destroy all rocks! One burrow beast. I wouldn't mind getting more burrow beasts. I'm already maxed. I'm even maxed on the meteors. I just realized those miners, those digging tools have... Well, they got treads on the top and bottom. So they work even upside down. No burrow beast. No burrow beast. No burrow beast. Alright, to the mines we go, and I'll just break these remaining rocks while we wait for the saucer to land. Tune. I notice it's pretty quiet around here too. There's not really much in the way of cosmonauts or tanks roaming around. Maybe things are much quieter now that the KGB efforts and the BLISK have been destroyed equally. Wait, there's some folks. They were just waiting until my cloak disappeared to start populating witnesses. There, I've investigated. Full ammo.
Unidentified flying object sighted over lunar surface.
Unidentified. Clearly my fame has not preceded me. More rocks to break. Investigate all the rocks.
Ah, Crypto. Now here's a task I know you can't fail. I want you to... wait for it.
Yeah.
Go around the moon and...
Yeah.
waiting. Destroy all BLISK! In as gratuitously violent a manner as possible. Enjoy.
He's speaking straight to my heart. Destroy the 39 BLISK in the mines. Okay, Gaster, you hear this? The old man has fun jobs for us now.
Gastroenteritis 999. Reporting for duty. Yes, sir.
Ooh, it's a twofer.
With the wrong hoorah now. You want some of this? Bam!
All I gotta do is maintain my gastro ammo.
Go for gastro!
The miner's under the earth. No, he's broken already! Okay, Burrow Beast, you're my last one. They put him in the mines just to make sure that I can't destroy them from orbit. Oh, that's dead. I thought he was alive. I was waiting for it to kill it. Oh no. I've used up my Gastro and Burrow Beast ammo already. And I didn't get any replenishment, so I might have to fight these guys at the tunnel. Like some kind of snake eater. Without my big guns. With one of my own actual guns. She must be so happy, getting to eat things inside the tunnel so it doesn't have to burrow as high up to the surface. Well, I got plenty of ammo on this, so... Disintegrator ray away! Most of the ammo vanished. Ammo disappearing too quickly. Aw, Dark Sonata felt just as naked as Hoarding did in green and orange. Like I said, purple's a nice color, so I can't fault you both for defaulting to it. Gotta use this locator disc on this. It does nothing, he's too big! The things I've read online are liars, as Appomatic doesn't instantly destroy their shields. Maybe they're thinking of reprobed. Everything online is reprobed now. Are they stuck at each other? What about the ion detonator? He runs away from it. Oh, secondary guy. And me without Burrow Beast or Gastro. Anal probe? Anal probe does nothing! They don't hit too hard though. It's a shame I can't It locks onto its booty. It's a shame I can't transmogrify the corpses. We're gonna need a whole lot more disintegrator ray ammo now. Now that I have to actually fight these things on my own. Look at how many blips are left! Gastro. Okay, Gastro. Get back in the field.
I'm about to open up a can of You messing with the on now. Go, Gastro!
Oh, fell into the earth. The trouble is, it's so explosive with the gunfights going on.
Bam! Now you're going to
Oh, he's still alive. All Gastro did was take his shield down. Making me finish him off myself. Now who's rebelling against the boss? But I also picked up 2 Burrow Beasts, so even if Gastro's taking a honk shoe right now. Why don't you want to transmog this? Maybe being on a slight slope put him in a perpetual fall state? Oh, I pick up both? I was gonna grab one, launch, then grab the other.
Somebody needed ass whooping. Go, Gastro!
Come on, replacement Gastro, where are... No, don't blow it up! I was gonna use that! He's so destructive, but he's so destructive of the things I want to transmogrify. I know Gastro now then. He's taken his union break. Burrow Beast. Let's go, Burrow Beast. There's more BLISK to eat. Like this. Go fetch. Oh, that was the end of it. But guess who's back? I love how he's even less subtle than Crypto is. Crypto at least has some sense of subterfuge. Oh, I got knocked down. He changed enemies just to save me. Gastro was so good. He's aiming over my... Ah, he dropped down! I was gonna say, is this a safe... It kind of is. It takes him a bit to aim downwards, so... Maybe the big reason why the BLISK are wiped out by the Furons isn't just the nuclear Furon technology, but also... We're short enemies. They aren't accustomed to aiming so low, maybe? Boom. Two more BLISK remain. What do you think? Is this gonna be the last of the BLISK on planet? Or is it gonna be clear the radar array, clear the mining site? Comm zone and solar array are kind of small. Not as many places to hide. Maybe the surviving BLISK would have taken over the cosmonaut base, slaughtered everyone there, and then just destroy all BLISK in the cosmonaut base? Or is this gonna be it? Last two BLISK, and then their entire species will be extinct outside of, you know, random enemies in free play. Because there's still loads of BLISK that just spontaneously spawn on the moon, in Tunguska. I don't see the game removing the free roam BLISK enemies. It gives you something to shoot at, something more deadly to shoot at. So I suppose one could imagine that if we destroy the BLISK base on the moon, then no new BLISK can be produced, and so those BLISK are it. But then again, that's what we thought back when the Furons destroyed them in their Martian war millennia ago. It's only two. So Crypto, you have Gastro, you got Burrow Beast, but you're gonna do this yourself. Ion, detonate those shields away. Took a good chunk of their health out. Freedom at last! Some brave cosmonauts. Yeah. Have destroyed the remaining BLISK. No word from home yet, but we expect to be rescued soon. Power something. Coolant levels normal. General mood. Quiet optimism. Mission complete. Oh, well, now these guys show up, now that all the BLISK are gone. Get out of here! You can't take credit for my work. Destroy all gun-wielding humans. Choo. So let's do a quick tour around then. Because that's implying that all the BLISK have been terminally destroyed. But have they? Again, I'm not going to mind if there's still random BLISK enemies, because it is a video game.
Scientist, were you seeing that?
Yeah, see, there's more BLISK. Of course there would be. They escaped the first time, why not the second? But you gotta have something to shoot, so let's imagine that they are remnants, but they are remnants that cannot restore their bliss glory. All their technological means of getting communication out, all their ability to lay eggs and reproduce, gone. No base, no comms, no ships. They are doomed to live and die on this moon. Which also means Tunguska, you also got some BLISK here. We're going back to the Blue Star, Lucia. We gotta find Lucia on the Blue Star and restore it so the people of Lunar can come back. You know what's funny about TV tropes? Is the lack of, like, set standards. It's not as professionally written or made as Wikipedia, right? It's not that kind of thing. When I was looking up the Reprobed, it even said that Tunguska has been changed, so it's not just the irradiated armpit of the Soviet Union, it actually looks like the nice wintry town. With the link to see what the nice wintry town looked like, and so I clicked the link, and it's a dead image. Their nice wintry town in Reprobed is even more desolate. Regular humans, regular humans. Show me the BLISK. Come on, I know you're hiding out here. What if they are gone? What if they have been eliminated from the planet Earth? But then again, the BLISK did seed their DNA into the humans after all.
Holy crap!
So there is a possibility that the threat could crawl out again in the future. Ah, see this BLISK here. There they are right below me. Dying to death rays as easily as everything else. Alright, so in that case, Statisticon, over 22 hours. Furon Global Domination is 97.1 complete. All it's waiting on. 60 Furotech cells across all the different maps. All missions complete. 82 mission attempts across 28 missions. That is not a very kind ratio. Well, it's counting Archvoodal Cults, Ob Jobs, and the rest too. So 28 plus 16 plus 27. Is less than 82 still. But all missions done. Archvoodal Cults done. Odd Jobs top to bottom done. Data cores done. Artifacts done. Landing zones, gene blends, done. I am not going to collect the 60 remaining Furotech cells, though. Six clones created. I've actually had 6 deaths across the game. $515,000 electricity bill. Hippies have ridden the beam. The beam rider isn't just abduction, huh? That's no fair, because there's a mission that has me just hover up a hippie in the tractor beam and ride him and let him ride around. So of course the beam rider's going to be the hippie. That's just how it goes. Didn't break any saucers though, which is good because we have no mothership. I don't think saucers have clone technology. 3,700 enemies killed. Damn, did that max out the same way that Gastro999 maxed out his number? Or is that just, by coincidence, perfectly balanced? On what is that, 10 million? Capitalist Misery, 14,000 points. Communist Misery, 40,000 points. Well, look, the latter half of the game is mostly against the KGB. They're gonna rack up more, just by nature. BLISK IDs binned. The Bianca Memorials and Unknown Soldiers. Is this to say that I've killed more Russian soldiers than Americans then? Again, they don't got any cops in Tunguska, so they're just feeding me more stats. 200 ninjas exactly killed. Mafia murdered. West Yakuza, East Yakuza. I don't remember Mafia. Spacesuits depressurized. 435. Even though cosmonauts only show up in the last area, it's nothing but cosmonauts. One Yeti. $300 bodies snatched. 18% mortality rate, so still good on that. 37 brains. Well, what about the archives, the B movies? What's Saturdays with Pox and Crypto? We didn't see that yesterday.
Rated T for teen.
A nostalgic look back. Aww.
Hello, stupid humans. Are we on? Crypto, I'll go first.
Oh, you go knock
This
yourself
is
out.
the great Furon leader, Orthopox, accompanied by...
Yeah, that was the big fat hot air bag, and this is Crypto.
137.
Crypto, did you call me an airbag?
Hot being the key word, baby. You're hot. And we are, we're here to do a little commentary.
As if I've nothing better to do.
Anyway, so we're gonna play a little footage from the first game and maybe give you some insights into the thrills that we had creating these characters.
Here we are in scene
They're
1.
streaming their own game.
Yes. I looked rather good that day, Crypto.
You're a hologram. You look like crap.
Crypto, do watch your language, you If only you could have paid more attention during this mission here.
Don't you wish you had one of those jetpacks? They were cool.
I don't mean to say anything, but I did speak to Wardrobe at the end of the shoot, and they did give me one of those jetpacks.
Get out of
Oh
here.
dear.
At least Orthopox got a jetpack before he died.
This mission, Crypto, instead of playing that delightful little game with the actress called The Extra. You remember that one?
Yeah. You know who I liked was Natasha. She was tasty.
She
that
was.
body. Oh no, that's the second game. All right, come on.
Oh dear, here comes the explosion scene. I do so enjoy this.
Yeah, Miss Rockwell, fresh off the farm, Miss Rockwell.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that was a probe to beat all probes.
You know what I found most interesting about Miss Rockwell is that she hardly objected to the probing. It's as if she'd had it done before.
Yeah. Well, you know, you can take the girl off the farm.
It's always delightful to
Wow.
go on location, isn't it?
Yeah, Rockwell. I thought they were hospitable.
They opened up their town to us. They were really down-home folk, weren't they?
Yeah, it was home cooking, all right.
What was that delightful instrument they called a fiddle?
Banjo players. That's
Yes,
what I
it was a
remember.
banjo.
Banjo
Yes,
players.
Yes. And then there was that delightful Santa Modesto.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
We found that delightful place that had the best beef stroganoff we'd ever tasted.
Yeah,
Remember
good
that?
beef stroganoff, but it was humid there.
And remember how they made us their good down-home cooking and that dreadful little incident with the pie?
Yeah, that town crazy soiled himself. That was no fun.
Ah, yes,
Ugh.
the town crazy was a wonderful, wonderful performance.
That actor, he was good.
He
What
was
his
very
name?
Remember how we pretended to know everything that was going
That
on?
actor
as
was his
often
name.
as the
Fox
humans called
and the
them
town weird are the same
liars?
voice actor, pretty
Line
sure.
readings.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
Ooh,
it was
oh,
fun, wasn't
I
it?
do remember one thing, those dreadful radio towers. Those radio towers were your most important mission at the beginning of the game. Do you remember?
Yeah, I remember the
You were busy floating cows all over
God,
the
do
place.
you ever shut up?
I
God,
remember
what?
when you first learned to take over people's bodies. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do.
Remember you had a few extras laying about, and their heads would explode.
I like the probing. I started the probing there, didn't I?
We're all aware of your enjoyment of the probing.
I like the
Otto.
probing.
There were other things that did occur in the game.
Yes, yeah, there was a lot of explosions. I was partial to explosions.
Oh!
Bing on the boom, boom, there it is, boom,
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 Yes.
boom. I
Oh,
like
oh.
it, yeah.
Remember how we held out on our contracts?
Yeah, that was smart thinking. Yeah, what'd we get, $4 more?
You know what, Crypto? I just had a brilliant idea watching this footage.
I know what you're gonna say,
Do
pal.
you?
Let's do a TV show
Yes,
of this
exactly.
game.
They were gonna have a TV show, but nothing came of it.
That delightful American actor Richard Horvitz as
Ooh,
Autobots.
there's an
That
idea.
other delightful American actor.
Grant Albrecht.
Oh,
He's like
good.
Olivier.
He's good.
Yeah, but you know what's gonna happen?
Patting themselves on the back.
The higher ups, you know what? They'll probably have stars come in and redo
Yes.
us.
Yes, they'll probably have that delightful superstar Corey Feldman.
Or maybe Charles Bronson will be me.
Or even Corey Haim. That would be another choice, I'm sure.
You know, my
You gotta
agent
get the
had
two
a tough
Corys or a
time
set piece.
negotiating with these people.
That's right. Remember, they tried to pay us in games. Remember?
Yeah.
Yes. Here we are, hour 45 of this freaking
Yeah,
comic
Rip Corey
today.
Haim.
You know, I remember being quite fascinated at how the throngs and the masses fled to our game at that delightful little convention called E3. Yes,
Rip
remember how
E3.
involved and people wanted pieces of our clothes.
Killed by Jeff
I
Cayley's
was
ego.
stripped naked.
Yes, but you did that yourself.
I still
man.
don't
I'm
watch
not
any of his
talking about that.
shows.
I'm talking about the fans.
No, really. no,
G4
real
belongs dead and
seriously.
buried in the
You think they'll
2010s. There's a
destroy
reason
all
G4 doesn't exist anymore, Jeff Cayley.
I mean,
Say so.
people like this game.
I think there is no doubt about it that we shall live on in infamy.
Here's a word for you.
Yes.
Okay, word boy.
You can attack it from the outside.
Annals
Oh!
Of game history. Do you think we're gonna be famous from this game?
Ew.
Well, do you think people will ever... 10 years from now, do you think we'll get residuals from the goddamn game?
No comment.
You miss X-Play Dark Sonata, Halo tournaments of Red vs. Blue. I do miss X-Play. I used to watch back when it was Tech TV, and then it transformed onto... I didn't watch so much when it became G4. Of course, by then I was in high school. So I was busy with other stuff. But between the Salad Days and the Destroy All Humans rap party video, it definitely does feel like this was Pandemic's conclusion for the game. It did get 2 third games between Big Willie Unleashed and, what was it, Path of the Furon? So THQ certainly continued the series beyond it for a couple of games more. But this does feel, between these two videos, that Pandemic felt they made 2 quality games and then they were done with it. It could have been. One doesn't normally make a, it feels more like a wrap-up to the series than a wrap-up to just the game, you know? Especially with how it's looking back to the old days, except the looking back to the old games, just one game prior. So, it kind of feels like the tone is, we did our part and it's out of our hands now. Kind of bittersweet. It feels like a goodbye to themselves, and the series had only just begun. 2005, Destroy All Humans 1. 2006, the next game after. There could have been potential, but of course, as we know, EA buyout and that's it. Nearly brings a tear to my eye, but I think that's it then. I think that Destroy All Humans 2 has been extracted for as much as I could extract from it. So even though it's only been 3 hours of stream, I think this is going to be exactly where we call it for the day then. So what are we gonna do from here on out? I did also get Just Cause 4 on the super cheap a little while ago. At the same time, I got Just Cause 1 on the even cheaper. It turns out grabbing Just Cause 1 for $1 was way overpriced! So could do more of that. We could finish out that series. Though there's also the rest of Destroy All Humans. We could see what THQ's attempts are like. I've never played Big Willy Unleashed. I've never played Path of the Furon. Though I have read that they were stinkers enough that the reason we didn't get any future Destroy All Human games is because we got Big Willy Unleashed and Path of the Furon, so who knows? Maybe these were the salad days. Maybe these were the high times. I feel like that salad days video had to have been improvised. That they got the 2 actors in a room watching a video and just made jokes and gags over it. Rather than anything scripted. Just getting some stretches in. Turns out that conquering the moon takes a lot out of your muscles. Ah. So, for now, who are we gonna raid tonight? Punchy is on, playing Silent Hill 3, still doing his no moves world record attempts. Ems is playing XCOM UFO Defense. A game about aliens, says his title, literally. We could raid Ems. We could go from being the human, the alien that destroys all humans, to the humans that destroy all aliens. Cat Batsumi also playing Deep Rock Galactic, so which way shall we go, folks? Punchy, Ends, or Cat Batsumi? I do so rarely have the opportunity to raid Punchy, so maybe we'll go sign in his direction. Folks, thank you all for hanging out. Well, I got a first look into a sequel of a game that I enjoyed. I'll see you all guys next time. For the time being, do stick around for the raid. Punchy's cool, folks. You do love you some Silent Hill Dark Sonata? Well, that's great then, because we are going to see Silent Hill 3 without any moves. So look forward to that, and I'll catch you guys when I catch ya. Take care of yourselves.
月のシャ
Now,
ワ
if he was
ー
doing
を
UFO ending, then it'd be triply appropriate.
優しく浴びるとさよならの痛みも消えてゆくよ。ああ思い切り今日生きたやつにはもっと大きな明日がきっと来るのさ。Tomorrow 走ろう新しく Tomorrow 輝こう強く